Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading. Don't pay attention to when this video is timestamped. It is meant for you whenever it comes across your feed. You are more than welcome if you are a cross-watcher here for Sagittarius. I will pick up your energy most likely, or the Sagittarius energy. We do exchange with everyone we're around. Keep that in mind. Also, I'm clairaudient clairvoyant. I don't just read the messages on the cards. We're going to let anything come through, Sag. People that are in relationships, people that are single. We'll just see what we got. Let's see what we got cooking, good looking, in terms of love for you. All right, Sag. I am getting the energy of priorities, a to-do list. Some of you guys do like to-do lists. You like to organize your thoughts that way, write things down. Some of you guys might get a dopamine hit when you check it off. But I am getting priorities. You might be just prioritizing things in your mind on a daily basis. If you are not doing that, I do think that's going to help you. Prioritizing things, putting things, you know, what's most important, what's least important. What do I need to do today versus what can I do tomorrow? What do we have for Sagittarius? Ooh. What do we have for Sagittarius, please, in terms of love? Some of you guys need to prioritize the person in your life. If you're putting kids first, or health, or extracurricular, there's some need to wiggle in that significant other or your marriage again. Make it important, make it a priority. I do feel a little bit of like resentment from longing, which is interesting. It feels resentful because someone's longing for attention, longing for touch, longing for comfort. I might be a little bit of a roommate situation going on in your current connection. There needs to be some revamping of passion back into that connection, whether that's you or the other person. All right, Sag, what do we have for Sagittarius? We have the Nine of Swords that popped out very aggressively. And then we have the Sun card, which is sideways. You're not in the most positive mindset right now. You kind of go back and forth. I do think there's some things weighing on you, Sagittarius, that are worrying you, that make you think the future is not as positive or as bright as you once thought it was. But there is still hope and faith there, which I do like for you, Sag. Optimism. You are optimistic about a situation, but it does worry you. Might be with a Leo, might not be, might be with another fire sign, might not be, or you might have a major Leo placement. But you're not as optimistic as you once were. You still have faith, you still have hope, but there's not as much optimism. Yeah, we have the 10 of Swords. So we have the 9 that then goes to the 10. You just think the situation's going to get worse. You don't think the situation's going to get better. You think it's going to get worse. I do feel this energy of someone is fearful to openly communicate and verbalize any issues they're having or anything that bothered them, because they're afraid that if they do come forward with things that bother them or verbalize that, it's going to make this connection come crashing down. Someone has an abandonment problem where they're afraid of being rejected when they bring something forward they're concerned about, or abandoned and someone walks away when they bring something forward. So someone just eats everything. They don't, challenge what they don't like. They don't, give reason or examples to things they don't agree with. They just agree, nod their head and go about it. And that's catching up to somebody here. Someone needs to learn to communicate openly their needs and their wants to the person they're with, so that person can understand what they need and what they want. It's almost like the person that's quiet here that just, eats everything, doesn't verbalize, what hurts them, what worries them, what bothers them, what you did that offended them, whatever it may be. They don't verbalize it, and then they just sit there and they sulk in it and almost expect the person they didn't verbalize anything to fix the situation. I'm hurt by what you said. I'm not going to tell you that you hurt me. I don't want to bring that forward to the table. I don't want to disrupt our day, or I don't want to bring drama into the relationship, but I expect you to not do that going forward. Those expectations are not met because the communication's not there, and then that negative energy just keeps growing. That's what I'm picking up here for some of you guys. But you are expecting a completion. There's worry here, and that's expecting to get worse. There is still hope, there is still faith, but there's still that worry of this could get worse. This will get worse. For you guys, there's a lot of air here. There's a lot of, I don't want to say it's needless worry, but it does kind of feel like needless worry. It does feel like you might be, or this person might be drumming up things in their head that just aren't reality. Like if someone's having a bad day or if their partner's having a bad day, they automatically assume there's something wrong with me. I've done that. I've triggered that when they could have just not slept well. And instead of asking, hey, did I do anything? The other person can say, I just didn't sleep well. The other person, because they never asked, did I do anything or is there something wrong? They're going to sit there thinking all day that they did something wrong. You know what I mean here? Like there's just a lack of verbalization of what's going on in someone's mind. Therefore, their thoughts run away with themselves. And they almost become a reality. We have the Page of Wands. And the Queen of Wands. That's good though. Here's your energy. We have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. The Page of Wands is about attraction. It is about good news coming in. It is about good energy coming in. It is about revamping. I do feel like there can be a spark relit in this connection here as long as the work is put in and there is a receptive energy about it. You both need to be able to receive that this connection is not where it used to be or where it should be or where either of you need it to be. And if you guys are both receptive to the needs of others, there is going to be a positive energy being built going forward instead of a negative one. There's going to be a spark relit between you guys if you guys can verbalize and communicate properly what you need, what you want, what they need, what they want, what do you need from me, what do I need from you, and be able to, really receive that from each other and really change and evolve and make it a conscious thing. There's nobody that's perfect. People are still going to make mistakes here, but if you consciously think about the other person when you do things, it makes the world a difference. Someone can't consciously bring someone else into their thoughts and their actions because they don't know what that other person needs. Someone needs to speak up, and it does feel like a trauma response for the person that is quiet, but this is the potential of where the connection can go if there is proper communication. Proper communication. What's the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands? There's still a lot of attraction here. That has not died. The passion has a little bit maybe of a roommate situation, but don't get lost in the thoughts here. Verbalize them. Don't assume verbalize what you feel and let the other person be honest about how they feel, what's going on, because again, there's a little bit of an energy of a needless worry where you're thinking of things that are wrong when really they're not. That person didn't sleep well. They're not mad at you. That person's starving. They haven't eaten all day. They're not crabby with you. Something like that. Someone assumes they're the issue, they're the problem, and so they don't bring forward issues and problems. And then we have the Ace of Wands again, revamping that spark, revamping that passion, reigniting that energy between you and your partner here. That's what's important. That's what's important. And you can get back to that positive space and an optimistic place as long as someone gets out of their mind here and verbalizes their thoughts and their concerns. Someone does feel like they get a little triggered by smaller things. They may have been in a relationship before where they were, misled, misguided. I love yous had to be earned. Things like that. This person may not have the best past, but because of that, they're shutting down. They do shut down. They think more than they speak. They need to speak more of what they think. That's what's going to reignite this, because the other person then can meet them where they are. It doesn't feel like either of you want to intentionally hurt each other. I don't think the person that feels this worry, I don't think the person that you're worrying about wants to intentionally hurt you. I think they would be able to work with you and what you need if you verbalize what you need. All right. Let's grab a self-care card for you, Sag. Self-care card for Sag. What do we have for Sagittarius? Self-care card. We have crisis. We have restructuring life. There's a blessing within. Clearing space brings solution. Deepest needs and emotions. Needs are not being met here in this connection, whether it's new or old. Emotions are not being met in this connection, whether it's new or old. This might feel like a crisis. To somebody it is. They're going through a lot about this mentally. They need to verbalize their concerns here, and that's what's going to fix this. Once everybody understands the needs and wants of everyone involved here, they're going to be able to fix this. It's not fixable until we communicate about it. but this is very fixable, Sag, for you and your person. But I love you guys. I wish you the very best. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go down below if you do need a personal reading. Everything you need to book one with me is there. Let's go forward being kind to other people, Sag. I know we live in a harsh world right now, but let's be kind to each other. But I love y'all. I wish you the very best.